Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. This fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Get some shakedown.
Let's go.
You're by the way, Cake Dingbat here, and welcome to another Philly Shakedown podcast. I believe this is technically episode number 3. Is that right, Joey? Episode number 3?
I think so.
We don't know. We can't friggin' count. We don't know. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? I see Jadis Young is here. I saw Jadis Young got blocked last night on my channel. I had to unblock him. PJ, everyone loves. See, I go back and I check every night now because you never know. Mark, what's going on, Texas boy? I am Ruiz. What's happening? A lot of people in here. We got 145 people in here already. What is happening, everybody? So this is the day after week 1 of the preseason, which I considered a absolute win. A win. Even though we didn't technically win, I thought it was one of the great preseason games that I've seen, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But Joey, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm good. I feel good. We watched a lot of film last night on the Eagles-Jets, and obviously watching some players. So it was nice that we're back in the football now, and now we could see how this roster is going to mold together in the coming future. So
yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. Now, I did see you put out a video earlier. I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet, but something's up with Britton Covey. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so the news out for Britton Covey is he has got the torn ligaments in his thumb, so is going to miss some time. Obviously working as a slot receiver, working on both special teams, kick return, punt return. Now I don't have an answer for special teams. Besides maybe Jason Huntley, I don't know. We're running out of options now for kick return, punt return. So I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, either they get somebody off waivers and when the waiver wire starts rolling, or I don't know what they're doing. I mean, you're not going to put a skill position player. Do you want to risk putting Quez in that spot? Do you want to risk putting Devontae Smith in a special team spot like that? I'm not really sure, but Covey being out now, Devon Allen, maybe he gets some reps. Maybe he'll get more reps next week. Maybe we'll see something from Allen next week. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I am very concerned about the special teams on both sides because I didn't think we did a good job in coverage last night. And then the punt returns, it wasn't good, Marcus says 500 OnlyFans is open right now. We having a twerk party. No twerk. We got some. I showed Joey earlier. We got some blueberry pies and some stuff at the store today for a little squat cobblers later on. JQ's, I feel you, content. Thank you, man. Gigi Metas here. Jadis, I saw that you were blocked. I took care of it. Though you are unblocked now. That's why I could see you. Bubba, what's happening? He says, we are in a punt kick returner and bring Howard back and sign Eric Ebron already. I love that idea because I do, and we'll talk about tight end number 2, but I definitely think you need another tight end.
Yes.
But as far as special teams goes, like I thought, Huntley did one good thing. One smart thing was he took that kick return out last night that had no business taking out. You don't take it out in the regular season, but if you're trying to get the coaches to kind of see you, return a kick, you take it, and that's one of the things I thought Covey should have done last night. I thought there were a couple times where he needed just to get it and try to make an attempt to show what he's got. It's a shame he's down for the count. Hopefully it's not long, but I mean I don't know who we got at return.
Because Greg Ward's hurt, Hightower's hurt. I mean. They got to be looking at the waiver wire or something. Like we don't have anybody else that I don't know. I think Allen should get a shot at punt return, kick return next week if that's the case. But I don't know what else to do here. I don't.
Was he even dressed last night?
No,
I didn't see him at all. I didn't see him at all.
He was in for special teams, but I think he was attacking on special teams. I don't think he was at punt return, kick return at all. I saw him. He made a tackle, I think, and that was it yesterday. But,
Yeah. didn't really see much from him. Yeah, we're going to need a returner. I think Huntley's probably got to be. He's got to be by default by that one return, leading everybody in that. You know.
Are you satisfied?
Not really. No. You know, I'm not. I want somebody that's an actual threat. You know, Rager got one opportunity where there was a punt, and it was like perfectly set up for him, and he goes sideline to sideline, and it just looked bad. You know,
God, so horrible, so bad.
Yeah, it is. They really need a returner. You know, and listen, the coverage last night, the kick return coverage did not do a good job either. That cost us really. That kickoff return at the end of the game for the Jets kind of put them in a situation to go win it, you know?
Yeah.
Thomas, what's going on, man? How are you?
Thomas.
So Huntley to me, when I look at him, I think the only way he can make this team is by winning a special teams job. Because I think you got similar backs, Miles, Ball Scott, Gainwell, but you don't have that physical back. And they played Huntley a lot yesterday, you know.
Yeah, which I was kind of shocked. I wanted Kennedy Brooks to get more reps last night. Hopefully next week we get some more reps from Kennedy Brooks. I liked what I saw, little flashes here and there. He had the touchdown, and obviously that 8-yard, that first run that he had. Like, you can't run him east and we talked about yesterday. Can't run Kennedy Brooks east and west. You can't. Right. He's a north and south runner. You have to run him like that. It's just that's how you got to use him.
So I was hoping to see more of him too. You know, he had a couple runs I liked, but I would have liked to see him, you know, I'd like to see him run him like they ran Huntley in the first half, because I think the more he would have ran, the easier things would have gotten. Maybe he'd get into a rhythm, you know. It would have been interesting. Hit the Gritty says Nakobe Dean for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Well, listen, one step at a time. But you know, the great thing about Nakobe Dean yesterday was that we've heard nothing about him in camp. We've actually heard that he's behind, he ain't doing anything. Then all of a sudden the lights go on and he comes out and he flashes. You know, I was really impressed with him.
There was some crazy plays from him. Because I made a video yesterday on kind of like about the whole Jordan Davis situation, where Jordan Davis doesn't really need statistics going into coming out of a game, because clogging up the hole. Even when he took on that guard and almost hit the running back, kind of missed the tackle while hitting the guard, and then Nakobe Dean is just the cleanup and not missing that tackle we had 5 tackles with a 1 tackle for a loss in that game. 1
tackle for a loss. You got to give Jordan Davis the credit on that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, Nakobe Dean was good, though. I think he's going to be real good. There's no question about it. Denzel Washington, 500. I saw your new Squat Cobbler video on your OnlyFans that you posted this morning. Good. That's good. It's getting a lot of hits. It's doing very, very well. We made a lot of money on that Squat Cobbler video today. Let me try to catch up here. I'm already so far behind. Mark Holmes in a turtleneck. Oh, my God. All night long, right? That was great. He looks like he lost 100 pounds though, but that's really, really good. I like it. It's interesting. Bubba says Rager has no field vision at all. Return punts, and he has questionable hands. I know. I don't see the value in him. And then after watching Zach Pascal yesterday, I don't think Rager's going to make this team. I don't think he's going to make it as a 5th wide receiver. I don't.
Not better than Pascal. He's not better than him. He didn't show that. But the given opportunity that Rager had, he didn't wow me. I didn't see really a big difference from him. But
yeah, no, I didn't either. So we'll see how the rest of the preseason goes. But Rager wasn't he wasn't horrible. He didn't drop anything that I can remember, but there was nothing about him that stood out. Nothing that said, "Oh yeah, we got to keep an eye on him." To me, I was just like, "Yeah, it's time to move on." That's kind of how I feel. Davis is a beast. What's interesting, and maybe you can answer this question, because I've been thinking about this all day. I can't remember an Eagles preseason opener, the first game, where you have 3 rookies make the impact all at the same time as the Eagles did or had last night. I don't know of any other year that they've had that.
No,
I can't think of it.
No, it was pretty amazing. You're talking about Cam Jurgens, Jordan Davis, and obviously Nakobe Dean, and I mean, all putting in work. I mean, it's not like one guy who kind of disappeared or fell off. Like, they were all productive the whole entire game when they were in. So, I mean, this is a respect to how he's drafting, and maybe, Gannon's starting to know how to use this defense a lot better, and Shane Steichen is doing a better job on the talent. Jeff Stoutland is doing fantastic with this offensive line. I mean, it's going to be really hard to fill his shoes if he's here for this last year, and that's it, because you got to sign this guy to an extension. Kelsey mentoring between the coaching, it's fantastic. I think we're ready to go for the future with Cam Jurgens.
Well, I'll say this. To me, I saw it like Jordan Davis is a game changer. He's an immediate impact guy. Like, this guy is such a monster. Like, going back and watching that game again, okay, even though he statistically may not have any tackles or anything like that, he changes everything so much. When you try to block him one-on-one, he literally collapses the pocket with the push up the middle. You can't stop him. Did you see what he did to Thunder Thighs Herbig? He tossed him like nothing. Herbig, big Thunder Thighs, can't even fit a football through those thighs to play center.
Yeah,
he just pushed him back. And then you look on the running play, where he shoots the gap. He stops the running back in the backfield. He didn't tackle him, but he held him up long enough for Nakobe Dean to get there, right? And then he actually chased down Zach Wilson. I mean, like, full speed. This guy is a wrecking ball. Like, he's an immediate impact star. He's one of those guys that I look at and I go, I think of like Eric Allen and Brian Dawkins. Like, when I watch them early in their career, you're like, these guys are going to be really good. This is Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis is for real. And it's just the way it is. I mean, we saw pictures of them triple teaming him. They were triple teaming, blocking him. Okay, listen, he may not always put up great statistics, but everybody around him will, because of him. That's what Jordan Davis does for you. I just can't believe what I watch.
Do you think he wouldn't be as effective if the linebacker core if we didn't get the linebackers we did this past year? He wouldn't be as effective the way.
Well, I think they might miss tackles and things like that, but the plays are there to be made because he creates havoc. He creates space, and he's going to be something teams are going to have a hard time with. I expect guys' numbers like Josh Sweat. It's like, I expect their numbers to go up. Because look at Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean had 5 tackles. I bet you 2 of them had to do with Jordan Davis being on the field.
Isn't Jordan Davis, is he too valuable to leave him in the second rotation, though? Is he just too valuable to the point where...
Yeah, it's a matter of time. I don't think that'll last. You're going to have to play him. The thing will be for him conditioning and things like that. I did think he got a little tired because he was out there for a while. But my God, dude, he creates so much havoc, man. I mean, these are starting offensive linemen I don't care what team it is in the NFL, and he throws them around like nothing, it's unbelievable. That was like the most, like, I thought that was just like, oh, this guy is good. He's that good. Nakobe Dean, he's going to be an absolute stud. I think he's a really good linebacker for a long time. And then you get Jurgens, who played the whole half. I mean, you got to give that guy credit. He looked like Kelsey a lot of times. These are 3 guys who impacted a game immediately. I don't remember that. I remember things like, you have Deshaun Jackson. He'd go out and he'd impress. But it was always one guy. Never I've seen 3. Never 3,
Yeah, he was blocking guys all down. He was blocking guys 25, 30 yards downfield till the whistle blew. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Joe, he says, Philly Joey, I see a huge difference between last year in this team, and it's the depth, and it's very talented. The future is extremely bright, especially in defense. Oh, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Richie says, mustache man throwing a ray. Yeah, Minshew, we can get into Stink Shoe in a little bit. Tug Speedman, thank you for the super chat. He's here, Tug Speedman. What would be your pick for an opponent for Philly in the Super Bowl? Also, what's your sleeper pick? Man, an opponent in the Super Bowl for against the Eagles, I think Buffalo's going this year. I think Buffalo, but I don't know that that's a sleeper pick.
Chargers.
I'm gonna say Chargers in the AFC. Yeah, I like that one. That one. Yeah. But thank you for super chat, man. I'm probably so far behind these. We got 331 people in the chat already. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new, like, subscribe, and make sure you click the link in the description and sub up my man Joey Shakes. Let's try to catch up to some of these. Rager hamming it up on the sideline. At least he's having fun. Yeah, look, I don't think Rager was necessarily bad or horrible or did lots wrong. It just that's
wasn't enough.
Just not enough. Pascal has already showed me that in 2 plays he's more regular. Showed me. I swear, I was surprised because I didn't expect. I don't remember Pascal being that fast. He's faster than I thought, which is a great thing. Marcus, man, welcome to Dingbat Superfans, man. Thank you so much for joining, buddy. I appreciate it, and I am trying to catch up.
I was going to say, I think they missed Pascal. I think Minshew, when he extended that play, he was short of Pascal in that touchdown in the end zone too. I think that was before the Jason Huntley touchdown. I think. Yeah.
It was crazy. You missed. No, I got it. I'm just behind. That's all. Mysterious says crazy to think Dean might start off as a third stringer because of the depth. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. T.J. Edwards. He's been fantastic. He was even good last night. He made a great play with Brandon Graham in the backfield on a run. It's amazing what you miss when you watch it one time through streaming, then you go back and you watch it. It really is amazing. But I'm telling you, the whole sequence of Jordan Davis out there was so impressive to me. And he didn't even have any stats, but I think he really helped Dean a lot yesterday because he frees him up.
Yeah,
it's just
that's true.
Jeez, yeah, it's really unbelievable. And then Kaiser White. Think about this. We had trade for AJ Brown, draft Jordan Davis, had more. You get the Nakobe Dean, you get all these guys in the draft, Jurgens. You get a free agency. You go into preseason, and what do you find out in preseason? Like all the questions you want to see answered early on. In the first preseason, you see a lot of them answered. Hurts goes 6 for 6. That's a good sign. Brandon Graham comes back and looks like he's 100% playing well. I mean, he made a nice play. Kaiser White, a free agent you bring in, makes an interception. Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, Cam Jurgens, your draft picks are playing and contributing. I don't know what better preseason we could have had than that.
Your new acquisitions are making plays the first preseason game. That's a really good sign. I think it's a really good sign. It's
a great sign, Dallas fans are I didn't see what happened in the Dallas game. Let me tell you something. This is the other thing. Dallas freaked out last night when Jordan Davis was on the field. They freaked out. They started coming into my chat. Mark Holmes started texting me that Jordan Davis, he tried to tell me that Jordan Davis is not going to be anything because he takes plays off. I'm like, what are you watching? What you mean when he chased down Zach Wilson, he take a play off? Like, dude, they're scared of this guy and they know it, So I totally expect them to totally come unglued this season. I definitely think so, True. Ray Bello, thank you for super chat, my man. Thank you, or super sticker rather. Thank you. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, Philly 500. I do play with myself, and that's okay. I don't know, man. All I can tell you is don't go blind. Don't go blind. Marcus, thank you for super chat. He says, I have a question. Will you sign Dante Hightower? I don't think you need him. I don't think the Eagles need a linebacker right now. I think you got enough.
Even the Roquan Smith stuff, too.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Stigma says, yo, we got to sign Kaiser White. He's going to have... Listen, I was thinking the same thing last night. I was thinking, how the hell... We got to sign Kaiser White already. Like, one preseason, I'm like, yeah, we need to sign this guy long-term, But it's going to be interesting because, I kind of think they signed him to a one-year deal thinking, if they could get... What's his face? His name slipping my mind. To come around. the linebacker from Colorado.
Oh, Davion Taylor?
Yeah, Davion Taylor. I think they look at Davion Taylor as possibly being like him, you know? So
Right.
it's going to be interesting. So I saw Britton Covey injured. We need special teams help bad. I think that's our biggest whatchamacallit. You know? You bet me 12 sacks. You think he's going to have 12 sacks? I would take that. I don't know about 12 sacks, but he's gonna be an impact player, no question about it. JC Sports Talk, man. Shout out to JC Sports Talk, man. Everybody, if you haven't, go sub him up. Great channel, great content creator. He says, "Hey fellas, great stream. Just wanted to stop by showing support and say go Birds." Thank you, my man. We appreciate that, man. Go Birds is right, no question about it. 500 Joe, are you ready to pay Hurts $2 million a game for 5 years? No, I got to see it in the regular season. I will say this, though. Gardner Minshew was not impressive to me at all.
No, he completed some passes, but I mean, he overthrew a couple good passes, but not a fantastic day.
I just don't think, like, for the amount of people that were trashing Hurts' arm, saying he has a noodle arm, he can't throw, I think he's got a better arm than Minshew. Minshew's arm isn't all that either. Really. He's not like he's Josh Allen, you know? Joe says, great interior defensive linemen like Jerome Brown, Warren Sapp were not always big stack guys, but what they did do on double, triple teams, it made their teammates thrive because of it. Yeah, absolutely. I think Jordan Davis' impact is going to be humongous on this team. I really do. I think guys like Hassan Reddick are going to feast, man. You triple teaming a guy in the first preseason game. You know what I mean?
Just imagine an offense going into a game with offensive line injuries. Just imagine what they're going to do against a team like that.
I know. He's gonna kill Dallas. He's gonna kill Dallas because I think their interior line will not be able to handle him.
Mm-hmm.
D-Man says, with all the help at linebacker, finally, is T.J. Edwards the best of the bunch, or is it because the other signings are helping him grow? Well, I mean, I think, he took a step last year. But I think maybe knowing that he was going to have a lot more competition, he came in ready. All I know is he's been fantastic too. They got really deep linebackers, man.
Yeah. If your quarterback position works out this year, okay, with Jalen Hurts, they might throughout the year lock up a few guys. They could lock up one of these linebackers, whether it's T.J. Edwards or Kaiser White, maybe Javon Hargrave, something like that. And then if Hurts, takes that big step, you lock up some guys, you go into next year with those 2 first rounders and that second rounder, a little bit of cap space if you want to spend on one player. And you could make a run next year, depending on what we do.
Oh, man. You could definitely make a run. Let's see. Chubb says, I'm not really sold on Huntley yet, to be honest. I don't see Huntley like as a viable running back in terms of like keeping him on my roster to be a running back. Only for special teams. I need a big back. I'm telling you, I'm leaning towards at this point, if you're not going to go and make a move for a running back, and just call Jordan Howard up, get him back. Just get him back.
At this point, yeah.
Yep. Chris Marino, what the hell am I doing on that face? What kind of face is that? Did you see Davis get triple teamed? Yeah, we saw it, Pauls. We saw it. Yeah, I mean, I just think that's so funny that he got triple teamed. And then I watching him with Herbig, and Herbig get pushed around by him. I was like, oh my gosh,
you know, no chance.
Yeah, you just got no chance. Yeah, Broncos moving the ball. I got the game on. I can tell you this, the NFL app so far, the NFL Plus, it's way better than their other stuff. I haven't been kicked out once or haven't had it crash once yet. That's a good sign because usually they suck. Davis needs to start, honestly, come week 1, more likely to do something than Cox at this point. I think so. I think he needs to start too because it's just when he's in there, teams have to worry about him. And then if you don't worry about him, he starts pushing the offensive lineman back. A quarterback goes back to pass the pocket. The worst thing is to have pressure right up the middle. That kills a play so quick. And he constantly will do that. And you're going to have to then double team him, which is going to then create single coverage for other people. I think he starts by the end of the year. I no question about it.
Or maybe sooner than that. Who knows? I'm
telling you, he just needs to keep playing. I do think that there was a set of reps where he had a bunch. He was out there for a while. He was getting a little winded. He needed to get out and get a breather. But you just keep letting him play, man. Keep letting him play.
Yeah.
Mark Holmes is scared. Mark is absolutely scared. Reeve says, "Is Pascal a better fit for this offense than Quez?" I still think you got to put Quez ahead of him. I see Quez more in there between the 20s. That's where I want him. And then red zone and stuff, I will put Pascal in more. Maybe third and shorts. But Pascal impressed me yesterday.
Yeah, definitely.
Jim says, "What's up, 500? Have you moved yet?" Yeah, like a year ago I moved. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. To me, the biggest Mark Gannon question is Mark Gannon. Yeah, it's Mark is Gannon. Yeah, Mark again, not Mark Gannon, but Mark. He is the biggest question mark. Yeah, Jonathan Gannon is a question mark. I agree, and you know the defense is going to be pretty vanilla in preseason, so you can't really get on him. But I want to see what happens when you got a guy going out and he's starts the game 7 of 9 for 120 yards. Are you going to blitz him? Or are you going to bring pressure? You know what I mean?
Yeah, if he's passive with this defense, I think it's literally up to this quarterback and these two coordinators this year. Really, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Yeah, Warren Sapp was a stat. Yeah, Warren Sapp was a stat guy. Hey, look, Jerome Brown had over 10 sacks at a defensive tackle position too. They both did. All I can say about Jordan Davis is he eventually, I have no doubt eventually he will put up the statistics. But even when he's not putting up the statistics, he's still opening everything else for everybody around him. He's just an impact player. He makes an impact. You can see his presence and how things change when he's on the field. It just does. He's just that good.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Dak didn't play at all tonight. If I was Dallas, I wouldn't have started him either. You know what I mean?
I don't think Zeke played today either.
Oh, Zeke. Well, Zeke, he's. I think Pollard. I think Pollard is better than him. You know what I mean?
This is Zeke's last year, I think, on his contract, isn't it? I think it's his last year.
Oh yeah, it might be. I don't know. But I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. I was watching the Washington game today. I thought Carson looked okay today. I thought he looked decent. Who do you think the bigger threat for the Eagles are? Washington or Dallas?
Washington. Yeah. I just think they have a better. I think they just have a better. They upgraded that quarterback. They have a better offensively, a better roster. What happened?
Baby arms. They got baby arms for Denver's out there. Baby arms out. Singleton's out there, baby. Missing tackles. You know it. Jeez, man, I'm glad he's going. I mean, dude, the upgrade from baby arms to what we have now is dramatic.
We're killing it right now.
Yep. Oh my God, it's going to be awesome. Davis had a triple team and a quad team against him. Insane. I know it's really something. Oh God, I have to. 500 Sinet is on the same level as Glennon, the space alien. Dude, the guy's got a Thanos chin, biggest chin strap. Did you see the chin strap yet? It's humongous.
No.
Oh my gosh, it's humongous. I definitely think Washington is more of a threat than Dallas. I do. I think Dallas is going to take a few steps back. No doubt about it. Also, I did want to talk about Nick Sirianni because I think Nick Sirianni is going to be a fan favorite in Philly. I think his personality fits in. I love the fact that he's yelling at the other coach. I think the fan base is going to really start loving this guy, man. I really do.
No, I do, especially that video that I was watching it from the Jets side because I live in New York, so when they talk about when the Jets and Eagles are playing, I'm hearing everything that's going on with the Jets, not like with the Eagles. And then obviously going on Twitter that night and seeing Sirianni like just literally curse that Robert Saleh across the damn field. I think everyone's gonna love him. I mean, I've liked him like beginning of the season. I was like about him, and then I think I started liking him more and more after the flour and the soil and the manure and all that stuff that he, the talk that they gave the players that really believed in him. Everyone's gonna like him.
Yeah, I kind of like him. He eats cannolis and stuff like that. But I kind of thought like people were hard on him during that opening press conference because he was obviously nervous. But when he changed that offense around to go run heavy in order to fit Hurts and what we needed to do, that really won me over. And then to see him actually, like, when there's a bad call, go to the refs and say, "That's a bad call. What are you doing?" I hate when we had like coaches that don't say anything, don't fight, and the refs just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. So I like that, and I love the fact that he yelled at him, man. It brought me back to a Buddy Ryan memory where I think Cunningham got injured on a play, and he went out there and he walked right up to the Washington Redskin guy and just started pointing at his face like this. It was awesome. So I think Nick Sirianni. I think the fans are going to like him. I think he's built for Philly, man. I really do. I do. Duncan Wright, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says Dallas starters didn't start because the best down Denver gave them during the fight during practice. Oh, because the beatdown they gave them during practice. Yeah, well, I think Dallas's days are numbered, but it is what it is. I don't even know what the score is. 0-0. Somehow Dallas will turn that into a good thing. Did Russell Wilson play? That's the question I have. Kivo, what's going on, man? He says, "Yo, Philly 500, did you peep the custom 3D logo topper we did for Castro Philly the podcast? Fire 100%. I did it for forget our bet. You won and I joined. Awesome, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining. I didn't see his logo. Have you seen his logo yet?
A new one?
Yeah, I guess.
No, I haven't. I don't think so.
No. You watching that diary? I'm watching. I got the game on, but it doesn't. It looks boring. We went from the Nate Great Gary, I know, to Baby Arms, to Edwards, to White, to Dean. Wow, it's a huge upgrade, man. I can't believe how much they've upgraded. And Kaiser White, man, he's gonna be good, man. I think he could be one of the most underrated free agency signings last year because Chargers didn't want to get rid of him. A lot of the fans, Yeah,
it might be the sleeper signing. I think he might be.
Yeah. Joe Higashi legitly kicked. He says, "I've been getting hated on for keeping it 100. Also, I told you idiots to stay with Hurts. You all wanted to trade him. I didn't forget. I didn't want to trade him. But I did say if you have an opportunity to get a guy like Russell Wilson for the right price, how could you not do it? That's all I said. But no, I don't think anybody was pushing to have him traded. I didn't know what the hell they were going to do, to be honest with you. I mean, there were so many rumors. It's like you don't even know what to believe,
Smoke screens going to the Sam Howell Kenny Pickett game. Taking Kenny Pickett out to dinner.
Taking him out to dinner. Then you have Deshaun Watson. It's like, who knows what's going on? But I did say that if there was one guy that I would pull a trigger, it would be Russell Wilson. And that I have no problem standing by at all. Mm-hmm. Tyler Smith already getting penalties against backups. Laugh out loud. Yeah, he stinks. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Art, maybe I love the fire from our coach, and the players were ready to back. I do too. I think it's contagious. I like that he's got their back. I like that he goes right after the coach across the sideline. Yeah, he's definitely winning me over. The dude almost got in a fight with a Giants fan. Like he was getting. You heard about this?
Yeah, I saw that.
He was getting in video. The guy's awesome. I love this guy. How can you not like him? I love it. D-Man says, "Dude, does Cam Jurgens even play this year, or does he slide to guard, or is he just a center next year?" I think the plan is for him to just be center. They did say they were going to cross-train him, but I thought they wanted to plug Isaac Seumalo in at guard. I do wonder, though. Like the guy was good. Like, do you just try to keep him at guard for 1 year? Or is it too risky?
You're risking injury if he gets hurt at the end of the year. But, I mean, I would just keep the competition rolling and see if he's better than Seumalo. Maybe you could put him at right guard. Could be.
Well, the thing is, too, but when they got Landon Dickerson, they drafted him to be the center. And then they moved him to right guard. He didn't, and then they moved to left guard, and it was so good. They're like, we can't move the guy.
Kelsey, stay one more year. Stay one more year. That's how it's gonna go.
So I mean, what are you gonna do? You got I try to keep Cam Jurgens at center, but if they could cross train him, do it. Chris Marino, thank you for super chat. He says, I'm nervous. We signed too many guys for only 1 year deal because I don't want to lose people like Bradbury. But we really didn't. I mean, we signed Bradbury to a 1 year deal. We signed Tart to a 1 year deal. Who else did we sign to a 1 year deal? Kaiser White to a 1 year deal.
Yeah, I mean, Edwards is going to be. This is his last year. Epps is his last year too. There's a. Yeah. I mean, this isn't. It's not a bad thing. Like the thing is, what Howie Roseman's done in the past, like we can't stop. We can't lock up guys too early. Just depends who it is. Like there were some signings that we could agree that were good at the time, and then got like the Alshon Jeffrey, fully guaranteed signing for 4 years was a good signing at the time, and then really after that, it just went downhill. But I'm saying the Eagles have options at the end of the year. They don't have to wait till the season's over. They can lock guys up during the year at the end of the year. So they're not locked into anything. I think it's a really good sign. I think it's a good sign for us that they can pick and choose what they want. So
yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. I think. I mean, guys like Hassan Reddick are signed for multiple years. AJ Brown signed for multiple years. So it wasn't like all 1 year deals. Bradbury, it makes sense to me that he would only sign a 1 year deal. Because if he has one good year, he'll get big money somewhere else. So, yeah, we're going to have to fill some holes. Definitely, but it is what it is, Rock the Artist, I like what I saw yesterday. Yeah, I mean, how can you not like it? I thought it was great. I thought it was one of the better preseason games I saw from our lines, like our first two teams, Yeah,
and we'll see what happens next week. See if they get more playing time. We'll see.
Let's do positive talk for Jalen Reagor to build up his value. Well, listen, only Reagor can build his value by going out there and performing at this point. They tried to get him the ball. I definitely think so. So, I don't know,
Hey, well, it depends. Sorry, and I'm saying in a trade in general, like what are teams looking at Reagor? Are they looking at him as a star? Are they looking at him for special teams? Do they want him as a backup receiver? A trade might come, but how are they looking at Reagor to trade for him? It can't necessarily be because to be a starter. I doubt it, depending on what team he's going to. But
I think a team that's looking for maybe a third wide receiver, maybe even a second, maybe somebody that says, wow, Reagor's only, going into his third year. If we had him, we could bring out his first round talent. Somebody like that is going to do it. Somebody gets hurt, so who knows? I mean, you could keep Reagor and he would be your fifth receiver. I mean, it could do that. He's probably on his team, but I mean, to me, the way I look at it is Pascal, he missed all that time in camp being sick, comes in one preseason game, and from what I saw was clearly better than Reagor.
Do you think that Reagor has more of a shot now because with Hightower just being injured once again with the hamstring, the toe injury for Greg Ward, I think it's safe to say that Greg Ward's I don't think he's making this team right now. And Covey being injured, do you think there's more of a factor in now that Reagor could actually be the number 5 because of those injuries?
Well, because I think he would already been ahead of both of them anyways.
Well,
yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so he would already be the 5, I guess, right? The only guy you could put is Greg Ward ahead of him. No, he's the 5th receiver. So
are you keeping 6?
I'm probably leaning towards 6.
Okay.
But it also depends on special teams. Like where does my returner come out of? Is it coming out of my receivers? Is it coming out of my running backs? I don't know yet. I was hoping Covey or Allen or somebody wins that job as like the 6th receiver. But they're probably keeping 5, right? So Rager's going to make this team. He's going to make it. He's going to make it as a 5th wide receiver, which really, as a 5th wide receiver, it's not bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Hey, Philly Shakedown, who do you guys think Covey is better than Rager? I can't say he's better than Reagor right now. I wanted to see him return some kicks. That's where I was hoping. There was one play, I think he was coming across. They didn't even see him. He was wide open.
Yeah,
there was another ball that was kind of behind him, I think. But
there was a couple of clips too from Covey, and he was getting bullied by the corner a little bit. He was having a little trouble getting at it too. So
he's small. What is he? 5'9"?
5'8", 5'7", something like that.
5'8", 5'7". Yeah. Sean Stepp, thank you for super chat. He says, BG, Slay, Cox, and Kelsey all gone. Tons of cap space. See, yeah, and here's what I would do. I would bring back Slay. Yes. I think I would bring back Slay. Because if you lose Slay, you lose Bradbury. You could also lose Anthony Harrison, Tart, and Epps, right? So you could have to revamp that whole secondary again. So I would sign an extension during the season with Slay. I would try to work a contract out.
Slay's got one more year. Slay's throughout the 2023.
This year?
Yeah, after 23, he's a free agent. Yeah. So I would love to draft a cornerback. I mean, I know like if Graham is gone, they got to get defensive end in the first round next year. There's no way. They got to replace that next year.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, I agree. Graham may, I don't know if Graham would take lesser deal to stay in Philly, but if anybody would be willing to do that, it would be him, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
500, Joey, do we still go after that bruiser back or stick with what we have now? I think you got to go after it. Okay, so there was one play I want to talk about. It was a 3rd down and goal after the Kaiser White play. After the interception, we had 1st and goal, and then it went to 3rd and goal, and I think we ran the ball. We were like the 1 yard line. We ran the ball, and Huntley got stood up, but he didn't get in. And then we went on 4th down. He got in on 4th down, but there's no way with a bruiser back or Howard or somebody that you don't get in there. Like, to me, that was the perfect example of why you need a bigger physical back. That was the perfect play. Huntley wasn't the guy. And it, I don't know what Kennedy Brooks is, but they used him sparingly. They put Huntley back in the game in the 3rd quarter. So how impressed were they with him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They have options out there. I think I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't trade for a running back. I wouldn't waste a draft pick on a rental if that's what you're gonna do, but I would try to at least see if Kenny Brooks has it, and if he doesn't, if they're not happy with him, then you go out and get Jordan Howard and just see where his health is at. He worked out for the Saints. I don't know what the report was. He looked how
I think he worked out with Seattle too.
Really? So he's getting interest. All right.
Yeah, somebody. I mean, he'll end up somewhere. But I would bring him back because he could come in right away. Like even if you use him like just in those situations, I just think you need a big physical back. I don't know if Kennedy Brooks is it. I didn't see enough of him,
No.
But I would trade for a back now. Maybe not right now, but if I get to the trade deadline and let's say I've lost only a couple games and I'm fighting for maybe a number 1 seed. And you get a guy like a Kareem Hunt's available or something, I'm doing it. I'll pull the trigger. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you need a back. I think you need another back. Dominic Denver Super Chat. He says, prediction, Kaiser White will make the Pro Bowl. I like that. I got a out there prediction for you that doesn't involve pies. All right, here's one. The Eagles will send 3 corners to the Pro Bowl this year. Slay, Bradbury, and Avonte Maddox all will make the Pro Bowl. How about that? There you go.
I like
that. That's one out there. I would love to. I would love to sign. I think Bradbury is going to have a monster year. Okay, I really think he's gonna. I'm already thinking of Kaiser White and Bradbury. How can we get them re-signed? You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But down at David Super Chat, Sydney, David Super Chat. Rager should play running back too. I've seen a couple people suggest that. I don't know. I don't know that. Like even like Bubba said earlier, like I don't know he has the vision to play running back. You see the punt yesterday, like he has no idea where he's going.
Like, why are you running sideways? Like, why are you running sideways to the line that you're on? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, is he afraid to just go forward and try to make a big play happen? I don't get it.
I think he thinks too much. I think he's thinking about where to go, and he thinks too much, and the game's moving too fast. You know, I do. I don't know. It's crazy. Let me see. Where's Westy Rock Rings? I don't know, but he was blocked too on my channel. Somebody blocked him. I unblocked him as well, so he's now able to come back. Jay Kai says, what up, guys? I've been watching games and see a lot of players getting tip balls and making efforts to get them hands up. I wonder if our players get coached that this year. I would hope so. I would hope so. I think we had a deflection. Who knocked the ball down yesterday? Was it Terrence Jackson that knocked the ball down?
It was Jackson. Yeah, it was.
He was
in the backfield
really good last night.
Yeah.
He was really good last night. At one point, Nick Sirianni comes over to him and taps on him. He's like, "Good." He goes, "Good job out there." Like, he was good last night. He surprised me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He was a pleasant surprise, you know. But I think also Jordan Davis, all he has to do is put his hands up, and he's going to get a lot of that. You know,
that's all he's got to do.
Yeah. GD, he says Hurts literally decided he wasn't going to throw to AJ before the game, and didn't have Smith out there. Hit throws over the middle. Left, middle, and right of the field, and went 80 yards in 4 minutes. Impressive. I was impressed with him. I know there's some people complaining about him still, but I don't understand how you complain about him when he did everything he could have been asked to do. Now, just because you give him credit and say, "Oh, he went 6 for 6," you know, and threw a touchdown, you know, just because somebody gives him credit for it doesn't say, "Hey, he's Josh Allen now." Patrick Mahomes. We're not. Nobody's saying that. He just did what he had to do. But I thought it was good. There was a couple times, I think there was twice where I thought he left the pocket and went to the right too much, like a little too quick still. But overall, he way better than last year. Way better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about Hurts after what he did last night. I have no problem with it. You know? Not Tyler Smith says, no way 3 corners make the Pro Bowl, but Jalen Hurts is going, and so is A.J. Brown. That would be awesome if they did. I'm telling you, that's my prediction. They're going to – 2 guys are going to make it. Then 1 guy is going to replace somebody else. That is my prediction. I thought Avonte Maddox was on the verge last year of it. You know? So, we'll see.
Was he one of the top nickel corners last year?
I think he was top. I think he was rated top 2. I think he was top 2 or 3 at worst. He was really good last year. Scaldy with the baldy. Thank you for super chat. Said, yo, what's up? I love the growth Hurts made in his reads. I thought Hurts was good, man. You know, I do.
I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think it's cliche when like fans say like, well, he didn't throw a deep ball, like that you have to just throw it downfield, you know, that you can't let your playmakers make the plays themselves at those skill set positions? Like, what do you think of when fans say, well, he didn't throw the ball deep or things like that?
When it's in a situation like your first preseason game and you're only getting 1 or 2 series, I think it's like maybe too picky. But when if you go like 8 weeks, like there was a point where under what's his face, Doug Peterson, I think it was 2019 where we went 7 straight games without throwing the ball over 30 yards. To me, that's a problem. But in 1 possession of the first quarter of a preseason game, and you don't go long, I don't care if he's hitting the guys on the middle, fine. I like the fact that he went back, he checked down to Miles Sanders. I thought that was something he didn't do enough last year. Yeah. I think people overly criticize, and I do. I mean, look, I do it too. I was doing it with Derek Barnett yesterday because he almost got a penalty. He was wrestling the guy. But I think sometimes we over criticize these guys, and there's just not enough snaps to go around. to really make that point,
Right.
Turntable Teddy, thank you for super chat. Says, do we have any rookie of the year candidates on this team? Yeah, I don't know if a defensive tackle could ever get it, but I think Jordan Davis should be a candidate. I think Nakobe Dean possibly could, but most likely, most of the time, those go to quarterbacks, wide receivers, and those positions.
Right. Right.
So, but I tell you what, though, I would be very shocked if Jordan Davis isn't at some point in his career considered Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to get it. Like, dude, that's I am most impressed with him than anybody else because of just the presence he puts on the field. You can't teach that, Just Coin Flair says, you missed my 2-year membership message, but I love you anyways. Pause. I'm sorry, man. It doesn't show up in StreamYard. So let me get that. Let me try to find it. But it doesn't show up in StreamYard for some reason, What was the deal? What are your thoughts with Carson Strong?
I
think we're gonna. Oh, I got it here. Hold on. Just Coin Flair. I found it. Member for 24 months at Tinfoil Dingbats.
Awesome.
Shout out to you, man. Says seeing Jordan Davis big ass run off the field was funny. Anyways, I hope both of you are doing well. Glad to have called myself a fan of you since 2018, 2019. Well, we're glad that you're here, man. Thank you for all your support.
Okay.
And we love you. Just call me Flair. We love you. Thank you, buddy. Bold prediction, Eagles send 6 to the Pro Bowl. I like that. I like that a lot. Sam says, how far in the playoffs do you see us going? This is an interesting question because I think if Jalen Hurts, if he does what I think he can do, I think they can get to the NFC Championship game. However, if he also does what I think they can do, they could be the number 1 seed. I'm not writing them off. If they're number 1 seed, they can go to the Super Bowl. So I think the sky's the limit for this team. I'm not saying they're going to go there. My prediction is they get out of the first round of the playoffs.
Okay.
But you never know,
Yeah.
Dream Nation, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Bradbury and Slay are going to be. Listen, I think Bradbury and Slay are like the greatest compliments. I think Slay is very good with faster guys, with good route runners, guys like that. I think Bradbury's better with the big physical guys. Right. I think if you use them right, and I think you can neutralize pretty much any receiving core in the league. I do. To me, who I think Slay has the most problems with? He has the most problems with a guy like DK Metcalf, and then McLaurin. Now, McLaurin may be a problem for him, and that'll be interesting. But I love the secondary. The Buccaneers, the Broncos just scored on Dallas. Dallas stinks. Defensive Player of the Year. Do we have any Defensive Players of the Year on this team? I don't know if we have any Defensive Players of the Year this year on this team.
I would say next year.
But I think Jordan Davis will be a Defensive Player of the Year at some point. D-Trace, I'm not going to lie. Bradbury, Slay, and Maddox can absolutely turn out to be the best threesome in the NFL. I think so, too. I think it's a lot of talent out there, What did you think about any of the backups? Did you like any of the backup defensive backs last night?
McPherson and Joe probably the closest. Probably I didn't like Blackwell too much. Tay Gowan, I think interrupted that that receiving touchdown that didn't count after kind of fighting for the guy going to the ground. But I think Job and McPherson made the most out of it. They got beat, but they came back, made some plays. So I think Job and McPherson have been the closest thing to, I'm not saying perfect, but definitely are. McPherson definitely got better from last year, and Job is undrafted. So, wasn't horrible. So,
I want to see more of Goodrich. I want to see more of him. He's big guy. I almost wonder if he would be good at safety. Could you move him to safety,
I wanted to cross-train a lot of corners to safety, at least in training camp, and that Goodrich was definitely on my list to cross-train, move him around the field, see if he could be that Malcolm Jenkins piece for your defense that could play, multiple positions or something, you know?
Yeah, and we got over 420 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and click the link in the description. Go support my man Joey Shakes, the better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast. He's the guy that's going to heaven. He's the good guy. I'm the guy with the OnlyFans account doing. I got the OnlyFans account, and I'm killing it, dude. OnlyFans. People love it, man. They love the pies. Sydney Family, thank you for super chat. He says, "Good to see you, Philly 500." Cousin Josh Sills, 6'6", 325 play. Laugh out loud. There you go. Thank you, my man. That's a big dude right there, 6'6".
Yeah, you know what? I actually read some stuff about Josh Sills too. So in college, he actually played all 5 positions on the offensive line in college. So he can play multiple positions, but I think mostly a practice. Obviously he's going to be a practice squad candidate this year. So
you know what I liked was Jordan Mailata once again was in the sideline on that cheap hit. Oh, dude, that was a cheap hit too, man. That was such a cheap shot.
It was bad.
It was bad. He's got to get fined, but I love that Jordan Mailata runs up. I love Jordan Mailata. God, dude.
I know. Lane Johnson was there too. He went in there too.
Dude, I'm telling you, this team has some really they have potential to be really good, man.
Mm-hmm.
For a long, like we are on the verge of something special. I feel like it. It's just all contingent on Hurts. If Hurts is that guy, it's all contingent. If he's the guy, it's over. It's over. You get ready for maybe.
I'm saying you got 2 first-round picks next year. You got a second rounder. You're gonna have a little bit of cap space to do make a move. I mean, you're gonna. Hurts works out. You make a run next year.
Yeah, I mean, I see like I think the Eagles in a few years they could have the best left tackle in football, the best left guard in football, best defensive tackle in football, one of the best linebackers in football. Like they've got some serious young talent, dude, that they just got developed. They really do. It is scary. This is a scary team.
It is.
Let's see. Jordan Davis will be top 3 in defensive rookie. He might be. I mean, usually that's, like I said, that's usually not a position that wins defensive rookies of the year. But man, I just think, I mean, if you guys get a chance, go back and watch that. Just go back and watch Jordan Davis on the field. Like, even when he's not making a tackle, he's changing. He just changes everything for that defense. I think guys are going to have big success because Jordan Davis takes up so much space and is such a problem.
Yeah.
Chris Maria, thank you for super chat. Says, do you think Gannon is blitzing more? I'll give that to you. What do you think?
Yeah, I would think so. Like with what Howie Roseman has given Gannon this defense, he better not be a passive, soft zone coverage, going to sit back and let these tight ends and receivers get off the line for free yards. I hope he does.
Yeah.
Because I mean, do you agree? I mean, I think we both agree. I think Jonathan Gannon is gone regardless after this year. I think either he gets a head coaching job, another defensive coordinator job somewhere else, or I don't know. I think he's gone either way.
I don't see how he's back. If he's horrible, he's going to get fired. If he's good, he's going to get a head coaching job. So, yeah, I agree. And I'm going to say this, though. I do think they're going to blitz more. I think they're going to blitz more, and I think we're all going to be surprised by it. I think Jonathan Gannon made that press conference where he was like, I'm not doing anything different. I think that was all just hearsay. I think he has to do something more,
Right.
So, Chris, thank you for that super chat, by the way. Eagles has landed. He says 14-0 Broncos. Mark Holmes making excuses. Cowboy fans should make no excuses because they were literally trying to tell us that the Jets loss last night was a big deal. Like it counted. Like I could care less if they lose. Doesn't matter to me. It's preseason, Dream Nation 19, thank you for super chat. He says Philly 500, Dak the sack. Tell Mark Holmes in a video. I will. I definitely will. Let's see here. You guys are crazy talking about Davis Defensive Player of the Year. He ain't even going to start for our teams. I didn't say Defensive Player of the Year this year. I said down the road in his career, at some point. If you're talking to me, I said some point in his career, he's going to have a chance to win Defensive Player of the Year. It won't be this year. It won't be for a few years, but he has that kind of potential. Not this year, though. I don't see it this year.
We didn't
If you were
talk
talking
about.
to me.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the safeties in this game, man. We probably didn't really see too much. I'd say other than like Reed Blankenship made some good tackles, special teams, and at safety, and he's undrafted from Duke. I mean, he might be special teams, but I really didn't see much else at safety.
I think Epps made a good play. Tart and safeties were kind of quiet, you know. But I mean, dude, their quarterback play really wasn't that good either. For the Jets, I mean, what's his face goes out, and that was kind of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dream Nation, David Super Chat says Philly sing Dak to get sacked. I have to come up with. I don't have a Dak get sacked song. I'll have to see it. I'll have to think of it. You know. Torrigo says I think Tyler Smith will get at least 3 or 4 flags going against our interior defensive line. He can't even block Denver's back. I agree with you. And Dallas always get banged up on their offensive line, you know. I think it's going to be what you would call it. It's going to be interesting. Suave said Blackwell stood out. What'd you think of him?
I mean, there was people talking about he had some good reps. I mean, I don't think he played. Like I said, all the corners, like I said, between McPherson and Joe they played okay. Like they didn't play perfect, but I thought Blackwell gave up some. Like these corners, they've only played one preseason game. I mean, they've lost on some receptions. They gave up some yards yesterday, but I can't really say Blackwell was the best one out of all of them. But
yeah, no, I tell you that, and I can never pronounce his name.
Sasir.
I thought he made some nice plays. The Shashir,
that Twitter. Did you see that? You answered that Twitter thing. His wife,
it was his wife. I still can't say it. What she said. And
Shashire.
She's like making it sound so easy, and I'm going that. But I thought he was pretty good. Like I like that kid, man. I think he's somebody to keep an eye on. I really do.
Yeah,
I keep an eye on him. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Huey's crying about the refs. That's all he does when he's. Oh, is he really crying? He's such a baby. Mark Holmes. Galvin says Tyler Smith, another penalty. That's 2. Laugh out loud. Tolbert isn't doing anything against backups, and Joseph and Wright, their potential number 2 corners, getting cooked. Yeah, I think, like I said, I'm telling you, Dallas is going to finish in 3rd place this year. Dallas will finish in 3rd behind the Eagles and Washington. It will happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Jordan Davis will make offensive lines go. So he very well could. It's going to be he wreaks havoc, man. He just does. Epps is solid, just like how our alpha makes. What? What is he talking about? My OnlyFans. My OnlyFans. Oh, I got OnlyFans. Watching my OnlyFans, huh? Well, we got blueberry pies for tomorrow. Bobby Murphy, thank you for the super chat. He says Marky Holmes is in midseason form already. See, I'll have to get all those clips and use it. So if you have anything, just DM it to me because I'm always looking to get him back for what he does to me, you know. On Spoken Words, I said defensive. Oh, you said defensive rookie of the year. You talking about Jordan Davis, defensive rookie of the year? I mean, I would love it. I just don't know of when's the last time a interior defensive lineman won defensive rookie of the year. Usually, they always give that to quarterbacks, receivers. You know.
Yeah, that's what usually is.
You know, watching Cowboys game is like watching the United Nations. Lots of flags. That's pretty good. Dallas is in chaos. Listen, here's the thing with Dallas. They lost a lot of players, right? I don't think they really replaced all of them. And you really got to wonder if the owner wants Sean Payton. I really believe that. Like, does he want Sean Payton?
Is Sean Payton a yes man? I don't think so. I think a lot of Dallas fans want him. I think the owner might want him. I think they kind of look at him like the guy that got away because he was like their offensive coordinator and he left. So I don't know. Dallas. I think Dallas finishes in 3rd. Millie Fee says, "Love you guys. Thank you for what you do." Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Millie.
Appreciate it. Blankenship is a gamer. Keep an eye on him. Yeah, I got to keep an eye on him. I have to go back and actually watch him. You know. 500 has a cookie channel on OnlyFans. No, squat cobbler channel. We do squat cobblers on it every day. Squat cobblers. Josh Sweat could be poised for Brad. Yeah, he could. Listen, the presence of Jordan Davis to me is going to help a guy like Josh Sweat. I definitely feel like that. I would love to see Josh Sweat. If Josh Sweat got 10 sacks, that would be amazing. You know?
Yeah, that'd be a great year. Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Since 2000, Aaron Donald's the only defensive tackle to win defensive rookie. Wow. So Donald won it only since. So we're due, but it's not often that you get that. You know, that's the thing. Joey low-key looks like Mama B. Who? Who the hell's that? I don't know who that is. You know who that is? You want to pronounce it?
No, I'm reading the definition because I saw somebody say that. I looked up the definition for it. It's when you're using the word in the middle of a discussion or when referring to another person as a mama bicho, not a literal way. The word is used in insult towards someone that is corrupted, selfish, liar, politician, thief. Okay.
So basically, Dallas Cowboys and politicians. That's it. Beef Jerky will be the best Eagles from this draft class. He's already better than he was really impressive yesterday. I'm going. You know, he sells beef jerky. I'm going to buy myself some.
Mm-hmm.
I got to. Milton Williams will replace Brandon Graham. Well, I see him more as an interior lineman though, more than outside.
Yeah.
But Milton Williams is good. Is it possible that we could get a situation where you're going to have Jordan Davis and Williams be their starters?
Unless Hargrave doesn't get an extension.
Yeah.
That's going to be the big one. Hargrave's extension is going to be a big one this year. They lock him up.
Yeah, exactly. Aaron Donald, well, yeah. So Donald's the last one. So it would be very hard. Pause. Days of squat cobblers. Yep, our interior defensive tackles are going to drive quarterbacks off their spot into the path of the defensive ends. Yeah, I think so. And that's key. That's going to be huge for us. Phil, I love your Nate Gary videos. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Nate Gary's crazy. Let me see here. Let's catch up. Dream Nation, today for Super Chat. He says, Cowboys always choke with Dak to sack every year. Absolutely, they do. Absolutely. Nest Out West, shout out to you. He says, Davis is going to be better than Cox in the long run. I think he can. I think he could be the best. I think he has the potential to be the best defensive tackle since Jerome Brown. And shout out to Nest Out West. Go check him out if you guys haven't.
Nope.
All right, so we got 400 people here still.
Nice.
We're over an hour in. I guess that we'll pretty much wrap it up. We did a show last night as well, so you know we kind of went over. I think pretty much everything we could, right? We just got to get set for next week. What are your thoughts going into next week's game? Is there what are you going to be looking for in terms of Eagles versus Cleveland?
Is Deshaun Watson even? I don't know if he's even playing next week. You know, he's only open to playing this. This is the only game he's playing, right? He's not even. I don't think he's touching the field.
What? Why wouldn't he?
No, I don't know. Apparently, like he started this preseason game. He started this preseason game, but they didn't say that he was playing after this preseason game because of all the court stuff and with the NFL going on. So I don't know if he's playing. I
would assume he's going to play because once you're suspended in the regular season, don't you want to get as much work in as possible? I mean, you know. So I don't know, but in terms of the Eagles, like what are you looking like? How much do you think they should play next week versus Cleveland?
I mean, I would love for Jalen Hurts and the Stars to play for a quarter. I mean, I think we're stretching to say. I mean, look, I would love to treat it as a dress rehearsal for a whole half. I would play these guys for a whole entire half, but I don't think we're going to get that. I think maybe we'll get a quarter, and if not, maybe a few series. Maybe, like I said, probably a quarter is all I'm looking for. Want to see Carson Strong play. Want to see more Kennedy Brooks. And maybe more, maybe they put AJ Brown to this game to get some catches. We'll see.
Yeah. I would like to see them play at least a half. They probably won't. You know, but I would like to see that. I would like to definitely see more Kennedy Brooks. I definitely want to see more Jordan Davis, more Nakobe Dean. And you know, I want to see Rager do something. I'm hoping that he'll do something. He'll show up. I also want to see somebody besides Goddard at tight end show us something, because right now I don't think. I mean, Richard Rodgers had a nice catch, but like Whiteside, I mean, dude, Whiteside was horrible. Like he was horrible. He doesn't fit, dude. You got to cut him. You know.
It's already enough. They're not even passing to him that much. I mean, they didn't even like at least have him in the game to get a few catches. It was they got targeted one time, and that was it. But Tagai had a good game. Jack Stahl with a couple good receptions. So I don't know if they're set. You know, you already have Tyree Jackson now. Tyree Jackson's out. Calcaterra's still hurt right now, which really pisses me off because I really want Calcaterra to get in these games. I may hope maybe his hamstring will feel better by this week. I don't know. I mean, he hasn't played any training camp. He hasn't done any training camp at all.
Yeah, and I want to see somebody rise up and actually do something on special teams. Well, we need to find somebody that can return punts or kickoffs. You know.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. GG Man says, "Thanks to Philly 500. I named my fantasy team the Squat Cobblers." That's great. That's a great name. You're welcome. Nest Out West, man. Thank you for the super chat, my man. He says, "Much love and respect for two of the best from the NFC, from the Nest Out West." Thank you, my man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
Everybody,
Appreciate
go click the link and sub them up. Definitely, yeah. I want to see. I mean, we'll talk about it. Like, we'll talk about it. But like, I want to see more Kennedy Brooks. I want to see. I want to see more Davion Taylor. I want to see Jordan Davis with the first team. You know, and I want to see. I definitely want to see somebody, like I said, that can return a punt or a kick. You know.
Yeah. Hopefully Allen. Maybe they put Allen in there since Covey's going to be out.
Maybe.
So they could.
And I want to see Carson Strong. I keep the chin on. I wouldn't play the chin at all. Keep him off.
Could Carson Strong be worse? Could he actually be worse than Reed?
He might be worse. He might be worse, but I'm sure. But you got to play him because Senate. Like everybody who's saying, "Well, we could trade Gardner Minshew." There's no way you can trade Gardner Minshew after what I saw. No, not at all. You know, 3 down, 2 up. If I sub to your OnlyFans, will I get to see if your PP is as pink as your face? No pause. You're gonna see a lot of pies. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Squat cobbler. We got clothes on the squat cobbler. It's just we're wearing like diapers. You know, I'm not. You know, I don't want to show off too much. I don't want to brag. You know, but you know, yeah, we're rocking and rolling with the pies, man. Yeah, he definitely told his chin. Did you see his chin? I'm telling you, go watch the guy's chin strap. It's humongous. I've never seen something so big. Pause. I thought it was like I thought he was gonna because he taking off his helmet. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be like Thanos' chin, you know. But it wasn't. Yeah. It just looked like a little butt, you know, like a butt chin. But it was like, my god, that's a big chin, you know. You'll pay me more money if I do a squat. Well, everything is up for negotiations, my friend. You know, that's one of the bets I want with Mark Holmes. I want him to have to do a squat cobbler. He's gonna have to do a squat cobbler on his channel if he loses. If we sweep him, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
500. What the hell? Oh boy, you go check out Joey's video on squat cobbler. It's this little fetish thing where, like, a man sits in a warm pie, and basically goes ooh, and people watch it and they like it. You know, you could dress like a baby or something, and then you sit in a warm pie. And go,
it's called the Hoboken squat cobbler.
Hoboken squat cobbler.
The Hoboken squat cobbler.
I have like the rated. I do the rated R version on my only accounts. I can't get too bad, you know. But squat cobblers, yeah, it's crazy. Let's see, 500. Ding ding. I got an OnlyFans. Yeah, I heard Jalen Hurts squat. Oh man, the squat cobblers they're going off on the squat cobblers.
There you go. You just started it.
Here we go. Here we go again. You're taking minutes of my life that I'll never get back.
It's gonna come up. It's gonna come. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
We're gonna make. We need Philly Shakedown squat cobbler shirts. I think they need to get somebody to draw Mark Holmes, dress up as cowboy, and then sitting on squat cobbler going, no, Jordan Davis didn't go to Philly. That would be perfect. Yeah, Dallas stinks, dude. They're getting killed at halftime, 17-0. But we're not. I'll have to see what Mark Holmes is saying. But yeah, it's going to be interesting week. I do want to see the Eagles play their starters more though. It'll be nice. But we'll see. Anything else, Joey, on the way out? Do you want to say, man?
No, that's it. The next week, we'll have our same. We'll have 2 streams next week for the Browns game. We'll have one Saturday night, and then we'll have one a post game on Sunday. So we'll be ready.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for all the subscribers, the likes, the super chats. If you haven't, click the link in the description. Go sub up my man Joey Shakes. And I'll be back tomorrow with a video. I'm sure Joey will have some coming out. And it should be an interesting week as we go into week 2 of the preseason. But let me get this. Hold on.
What the hell did he just do? He just took himself out of the stream.
I'm sorry. It kicked me. It kicked me out. It did twice yesterday. Did you have that happen?
No, never.
Always something, man. Parker, David, Super Chat says Zeke Elliott has not looked good. Talk about overpay. He didn't look good last year either. I'm gonna have to go watch this Cowboy game just to bust Mark Holmes' balls. I really, in all honesty, I don't put a lot of stock into the sport. Did the starters start? If they started, okay, then I only go up to when the starters play to, and then it's like it doesn't matter, But I'll tell you what, man, my phone's blowing up. I'm getting requests to go live on my OnlyFans for some squat cobblers. Squat cobbler, baby. And if you want to check out Joey's video, squat cobbler video he did, trying to expose me, but it didn't work.
Just type in Philly 500 squat cobbler and you'll find it.
Yeah, I'm forever linked.
Can't miss the thumbnail.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. We'll be back next week. We'll have our Saturday show on Joey's channel. Then we'll do a post game after the Eagles Cleveland, which is a Sunday game at 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 1 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So with that said, guys, let me get this queued up here. I'm gonna let. Oh, hold on. Let me find it. Where the heck is it? Every time it kicks me out, I lose it. Okay, so we'll let Mark Holmes and his son take us out since Dallas is losing, and this is probably going on for real on their channel. Let's let them take you out. Take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And remember, 9 a.m. tomorrow, we got the blueberry pie squat cobblers. Don't miss it. Peace.
Peace.
Enough time for one more play. We had one more.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking kidding
You gotta be kidding me. We have enough time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on 3rd down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
We
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Way, but, this is just
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it is what it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way
We had an opportunity for one more play.